Good morning and welcome to Artists and Authors here at Central Valley Talk. I'm your host Lauren Baker, filling in for Carol Love Forbes this morning, and we are here to talk with Darren Hurst, who does beautiful charcoal drawings, and he's here to share them with us. So welcome, Darren.
Hi, welcome. Oh, thank you.
No, we're happy to have you.
Oh, thank you.
How did you get into art?
I've always been an artist. As far back as I can remember, my mom used to doodle, and we would turn them into little characters and stuff. So it was kind of fun just exploring art and not really having a criteria with it, just more having fun with it.
Yeah, just being allowed to explore what you like to do and things like that.
Sure. Yeah, I try to think of art as more of a way to express an emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people can recreate things, and that's really an art form in itself, just to be photorealistic, for instance. But I think the true passion of art is to try to convey an emotion.
Absolutely. Where do you draw your inspiration from now as an adult?
Well, happiness and sadness. A lot of people over the years have come and gone. So I try to focus more on life and death, what it means to me, and how we need to appreciate one another.
Absolutely. Now, you sent in some pictures that are really cool that your process.
With some of these.
Sure.
Like we have one right there, yes, it looks super cool.
Oh, thank you. I call this one Eros. Eros is basically the Greek god of love. It's basically, in my mind, it's symbolizing how fragile life is. I put the tree of life in a bubble, and it's surrounded by the desert there, kind of symbolizing, the emptiness of life is kind of basically how I describe chasing life, and it's being a fleeting type of fragile thing. You have to chase after it.
What did you use to make this one? Is it like a colored chalk?
This one's mostly acrylic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do some mixed medium work, so I kind of dabble with a little bit of everything.
That's really cool. Which is your favorite medium to work with?
Well, I have to say the best I'm at is probably charcoal. I'm trying to grow.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is a charcoal piece we're looking at here.
This one's acrylic also.
Oh, I just don't know today. Maybe I shouldn't be hosting the show. I'm joking. No,
it's
but
actually
that's
quite
very
large.
Cool.
Yeah, that one's about 6 foot tall.
Wow.
Yeah, that's currently on display at M Street Galleries.
Oh, how cool! What was the thought process behind this one?
Well, again, love is eternal and death is kind of inevitable, but I try to give meaning to the both, that there's love and life after death.
I agree. That's beautiful.
And my final one over there, that angel, is more kind of like an emotional response to what I picture angels. Not easily defined, more kind of just felt.
Yeah, that's a really good point, I think, to make, and I can see how that could be an embodiment of it for sure. It's very is this also acrylic?
Yeah, that's acrylic. It's a different process. I'll have to keep those secret. But, when you see it, it's very glimmery and shiny. It's almost kind of hard to look at.
Oh, that sounds really cool, though. Is this just on display anywhere as well?
Yeah, that's at M Street also.
That's very, very cool. Now, tell us about the ones we have here in the studio, because you have these amazing charcoal pieces in real life, and I can't even... I like charcoal, too, but I'm not nearly as good as this guy, so... Do these fall under the same category of emotion, or are these more for?
Those are more representational. I started off practicing my skills in fan art, and of course the guy on the left there is from our favorite TV show, The Walking Dead. And this one's kind of an emotional attachment. I remember Linda Carter back when I was young, and she was the biggest thing going on. Mm-hmm. The thing I love about charcoals is how much contrast you can put into a piece of art.
That's so true. And you can see, and you can when you look, I think an important facet of charcoal is being able to expose textures and being able to show something being harsh or soft, and you really do convey that with, especially with this Wonder Woman one. You can her flesh looks like you could touch it. It looks soft, but you can still see that her armor is hard. It's really hard sometimes to do that, but charcoal is a very good medium for it.
I think I have the most control over charcoal. Charcoal and pencils.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to sculpting or pushing around oils or something like that, I still have a lot to learn. So that's why charcoals are kind of my go-to thing.
For sure.
And then sometime after that, hopefully I'll be as good with acrylics.
Oh, I love working with acrylics. I'm not a pro yet, but I'm hopefully working my way there as well. I can understand how paint can be a little less forgiving, but things like this where you have a lot more control, it shines when you're really good at it. No, do you do commissions for people?
I do on occasion. I haven't really put myself out there too much. I'm still in the learning process, so don't feel right about charging just yet.
No, I feel you. I'm like that too with some things. But if people were interested in maybe getting like prints of things you've already done, or like if they wanted to like maybe talk with you and see if you'd be
Sure.
willing to do something with them, like how would people reach you?
I have a website. It's darrenhurstart.com, and on there is an easy way to get a hold of me. It's got an email link, so that's probably the most fair way to do it. You know, I can reach the most people that way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank
Darren.
you for having me.
We were so happy to have you. We hope you'll come back to share more of your art with us and maybe show us more of what's going on at the M Street Studios or maybe other ones in the future.
I do have a solo show coming up at the Aleph Gallery in September,
Oh,
if all
perfect.
goes well. Yeah, it's in the works. So if that happens, I'd invite you all out to see my latest art.
Well, for sure, come back and help us promote it for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was a
Thank you
pleasure.
for coming. Stay tuned on the Central Valley Artists and Authors Show. We'll be right back with even more artists on our lineup this morning on Central Valley Talk.